Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. Yes, guys. Yeah, yesterday I was talking about what concept, guys? Solution for 1 plus n select problem, right? Yeah, there are 4 solutions. 3 are related to XML. 1 is related to annotations. Annotation solution I'll introduce when I talk about what? Annotation driven Hibernate mapping. I talk about that when I speak about annotation driven Hibernate mapping. Got it? So now let me focus more on what? This process. Let me open my documents also. Here is my paintbrush. And okay. Yeah, what is the solution, guys? QBC, JP, QBC with fetch join. Fetch type join. Okay, we discussed this. Next one is what? Using fetch HQL join as entity query. Using HQL join as a scalar query. These 2 solutions we have to see today. This I will discuss when I launch what? Annotation driven association mapping. Are you getting my point? Yes. So I think we are in the middle of the discussion, guys. So load data using parent through HQL join. Right? We are coming to implementation class, guys. Here I have to write a query. What is the query I should write? Select. Okay, select. I want to write it as a entity query, boss. Select you. Select you from user info as you. Select you from user info as you. As is optional. Okay. Inner join. What join? Inner join. U dot phones. U dot phones ph. U dot phones ph. Observe. Select U from user info, inner join U dot phones ph. Now I'm not writing it as a scalar query, I'm writing it as an entity query, but I'm using join support. I hope everyone understanding these lines here. Okay, guys. Now, what is the story? List. What is this? List user info. List is equal to list user info. List is equal to query dot get result list. Query dot get result list for each user. For each user. Okay, nice. Here we are having sysout parent. Sysout parent. What is this user? Next one is what? Set to phone number. Set to phone number childs is equal to user dot get phones. Childs dot per each PHARO. What is this? Child colon PH. Child colon PH. Here is my query object. Here is my list. Here is the story. One too many bidirectional test, guys. Oh, I have written not child. Oh, fine. I have spell mistake. Stop the application. Anyhow, I have to call the method now first. Yes. Yeah. Go to client application. QBC, that part is over. DAO dot load data using parent through HQL join. Through HQL join. Fine, guys. Right. Click on it. Click on. Sir, you said that only one query will come. I said fetch join. This is the normal join. One query, two query, three query. Sir, it's coming like a normal query only, na? It's coming like a normal query. Now I will show that. I will go to this place. Here, inner join. Here I use the word called fetch. Fetch. Here I use the word called fetch. Here I use the word called what? Fetch. One too many bidirectional, guys. One too many bidirectional. Yeah, how many queries have come, guys? How many queries have come? Please respond in the chat box. How many queries have come to get both parent and child records? Please respond in the chat box. Only one. That means our problem is solved or not solved. 1 plus n select problem is solved or not solved. Yeah, what is the solution one? QBC or JP QBC? Yes, this is using QBC code. This is using JP QBC code. Are you understanding my statement? Come on, guys. Right. So today we are working with what? Using fetch HQL join. So this is the code for it. So you should not write normal fetch join query. We should use one word fetch. Fetch. By seeing this fetch, okay, it will go for eager loading and all the records, parent and child records will come by using single select query. That's the power of this fetch boss. Fetch join is a new concept, guys. Okay. Copy this. Copy this, paste this. What's the join word? Mainly important one is fetch word, guys. The main important thing here is what? Fetch word. Please focus on it. So it also gives single query. Right. Next one, C. See, what is this? HQL join as a scalar query. You need not to develop it as entity query, boss. You have to develop it as a scalar query. That means specific, selecting specific column values. Okay, selecting specific column values. Let's see this. This is there now. Copy this. Copied. Here is paste. Using HQL join as a scalar query. Using HQL join as a scalar query. Okay, guys. using HQL join as scalar query. Let's see the practicals of it. So go to DAO interface, load data using parent through HQL join scalar. Simply what? HQL join scalar. Through HQL join scalar. Say paste, guys. Done. Same code I am copy pasting, guys. Same code I am copy pasting here. Come on. Session. We are beginning transaction. Query is equal to session dot create query. Here is my basic one, scalar query. I want to make it as a scalar HQL join. There's no need of using fetch keyword when you are developing it as a scalar query. Let me. U dot user ID. Come on. U dot username, uname. Anyone can help me? Username. Not is a username boss. U dot addrs, comma, ph dot res number, ph dot phone, ph dot type, ph dot provider. Ph dot provider. Yes, guys. U dot user ID, U dot username, U dot address, ph dot registration number, ph dot phone, ph dot type, ph dot provider, ph dot what provider. Acha, comma here, right? You are right. Ph dot provider. Come on, guys. Ph dot provider. Here, what is this? Inner join. What join here? Inner join. Acha, first of all, we have to say from user info u inner join u dot phones ph u dot phones ph special property ph. See this, guys. Okay, now since it is a scalar query, no, I don't get list of this one here. I will get list of object array. Object array. You know that you won't get scalar query, na? I don't get that. I will get scalar query. Here, no parent, no child here, because we are getting everything together. So each iteration row points to an object array. In each iteration, row points to an object array. Everyone getting my point? In each iteration, row points one object array. In each iteration, row points to one object array. Everyone getting my point there or not? I want reply. In each iteration, row points to one object array. What do you say, guys? Yes. In each iteration, row points to one object array. Okay. Yeah, fine. For object value colon row. Object value colon row. System dot out dot println val space. System dot out dot println val space. Sys out this. System dot out dot printer val space system dot out dot println. Here we are going to get the new line. Here we are simply going to get the new line. Yes, guys. Save this one. Save this one. Object val colon row system dot out dot println val system dot out dot println. That's fine, guys. Okay, super, guys. Now tell me, one too many bidirectional test. Click on it. Yeah, tell me, did I use any fetch join? No. This query actually we have written, boss. Method is not called. Yes, you are right. DAO dot load data join scalar. Observe very carefully. How many queries are generated, guys? How many queries are generated? One query. How many queries are generated, guys? One query is generated. So this is a third solution or not? Actually, I said three, but four I have given. Traditional QBC with fetch type join. Next, JP QBC with fetch type join. Next, HQL join as entity query by specifying a join type as fetch join. Okay, next, HQL join on scalar queries. Scalar query, no need of any special join. If you write scalar query using joins, automatically single query will come. Everyone noticed that, guys? Okay, fine. Copy this. This is the third solution. In fact, fourth solution, but I'm presenting it as a third solution. Okay. Okay. Point to be highlighted is scalar query. We are developing it as a scalar query. Yes, seriously, literally developing it. This one as what? Scalar query. Did you notice that, guys? Did you understand that, guys? Okay. Using HQL join as a scalar query. Everyone understood my point there or not there? Okay. End of the method also I will write. Right. So now the question that rises in our brain is, sir, what are the various fetch types that are available, sir? This is good. But what are the different fetch types that are available? So you must think about various fetch types that are there in the market or not, that are supported by Hibernate or not. Come on. Right. So actually, Hibernate supports basically three types of fetch types. Fetch modes or fetch types, whatever it is. In XML driven environment, Hibernate support three types of fetch types. Number one, select, subselect, and join. Select means 1 plus n queries will come. Subselect means 1 plus 1. To get all parents, one query. To get all childs of all parent, another query. That is subselect. Next, join. To get all parent and all its childs, only one query. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Come on. Right. So today we will discuss different join types supported by Hibernate. I think everyone can give left and right to interviewer when he raises discussion, when he raises question about what? Come on, 1 plus n select problem. I hope you can give left and right to interviewer when interviewer raises the question about this process, guys. Right. With this 1 plus n problem is over, can you explain different join types, different fetch types. Okay, different fetch types or modes supported by the Hibernate. Different join types or fetch types supported by the Hibernate. Seriously, literally supported by the Hibernate. Supported by the Hibernate. Yes, guys. Answer. Everyone, please switch off your cameras. Switch off your mics also. Hibernate supports the following fetch types. Hibernate supports the following fetch types. A. What is this? A. Tell me. Select. B. B. Subselect. C. Join. First one is select, second one is subselect, this one. If not specified anything, default is select, guys. Right. We can specify these fetch types by using, we can specify these fetch types by using fetch attribute of what tag here? Collection tags. We have a fetch attribute of collection tag here. Or by using, come on, or by using set fetch mode. What is the method here? Fetcher. What is the method we have used yesterday, guys? Anyone is having idea? Okay. Set fetch. No, in QBC we have used one method now, guys. This is root dot fetch in QBC. Yeah, using criteria dot fetch mode, or by using criteria dot fetch mode method. Using criteria dot fetch mode method, or root dot fetch method. Root dot fetch method. We can specify these fetch modes either by using fetch attribute of collection tags or by using criteria dot fetch mode. Fetch mode. Fetch mode. It is what? HBQBC. What is this? JPA-QBC. JPA-QBC. Or using fetch attribute, fetch param of at the rate triple X too many annotation. Fetch param of at the rate triple X too many annotation. These many options are there, guys. No, I'm talking about only these things. Fetch types I'm talking. So HQL join fetch type is always join, boss. That is a join type. I'm asking about how to specify different fetch types. I'm talking about how to specify the different fetch types. Right. Okay. Next. Fetch is equal to select. But here fetch is equal to select. What it will do? Generates one SQL query to get all parent records. Generate one SQL query to get all parent records and generates n SQL queries to get n SQL queries generates n SQL queries to get child records of n parents. N SQL queries to get child records of n parent records. Okay. That means it generates 1 plus n select queries. Are you getting my point there? That means it generates n plus n select query. So it rises 1 plus n select problem. Shall we practically observe this? Right. Right. Okay. Right now, what is the method? Load data using through QBC. Now, what I do is load data through QBC. I'm not mentioning fetch mode here. I commented it. That's nice. Go to mapping file. Here, fetch is equal to, what is equal to? Fetch is equal to select. See, this is select, subselect, join. Are you getting my point? If no value is there, default value is select only. Right. Now fetch is equal to select, guys. Now come to this place. I activated only that method. Now you observe. You will get 1 plus n queries, guys. One query to get the parents, all the parents. Okay, 1, 2. Two queries to get the two parents related child queries, child records. One query to get all the parents and n queries to Are you comfortable with me, guys? What do you say? Right, that is select, guys. Now let me explain with the sub-select. Let me explain what sub-select. Okay, one too many bidirectional, guys. One too many bidirectional. Okay, now observe very carefully. One query to get all the parents and only one query. Observe, don't overlook. Only one query to get all the childs. Only one query to get all the childs. Total how many queries? Here one query, here one query. 1 plus 1 queries are generated. Did you notice it? 2 queries are generated. Fetch is equal to subselect. Oh, generally we write lowercase only. Let me highlight lowercase letters only. Generates one SQL query to get all parent records and generates another one SQL query to get all child to get child records of all parent records. Parent record. That means generates 1 plus 1 queries totally. This indicates it does not solve 1 plus n select problem. This indicates it does not solve 1 plus n select problem. Yes, guys. Next, fetch is equal to join. Fetch is equal to join. Are you understanding my point there? Fetch is equal to join. Yeah, you know that what is fetch is equal to join. What fetch is equal to join will do? Everything comes because of single query, right? Okay. So fetch is equal to join, guys. Now you observe one too many bidirectional test. See, all records came, but single query is generated. Did you notice it, guys? Come on. Single query is generated to get all parents and childs. It has generated single SQL query. Generates one SQL query. One SQL query to get all parent records and their child records. To get all parent records and their child records. Okay. Solves 1 plus n select problem. It definitely solidly solves what here? 1 plus 1 select problem. Right. We already discussed this. Now listen. Instead of this fetch attribute, we can mention same effect by using set fetch mode method, right? But one small point is there to observe, boss. Listen carefully. There is a small point to observe. What is that small point that we have to observe? Yes, here we are having this one criteria dot set fetch mode dot. Here observe, I removed fetch attribute here, guys. Here no fetch attribute. That's nice. But here in this fetch mode, we don't have subselect. Observe very carefully. Fetch mode dot, what is there? Deprecated, leave it. Lazy, eager are deprecated, don't worry about it. Deprecated, lazy also deprecated. Are you understanding my point? Concentrate on remaining things. Select is there, join is there, default is there. But there is no subselect. Did you notice it? While specifying fetch mode, through set fetch mode method, criteria dot fetch mode method, we can use which option? select you can use, join you can use, default you can use. Anyhow, eager and deprecated use fetch mode dot join. Okay, deprecated use fetch mode dot select. Instead of lazy and eager, only alternates have come. Okay, na? So that's why don't worry about lazy and eager. So we have only two options. One extra is their default. One extra is their default. What do you mean by default, sir? Whatever you mention in the XML file, that will reflect, boss. Suppose in XML file I mentioned fetch is equal to subselect. Subselect will happen. In XML file I mentioned fetch is equal to what? Fetch is equal to join. Join will happen. Sir, there I mentioned in XML file I mentioned join. In Java code I mentioned select. What will be taken, sir? Okay, Java code one will be taken, boss. Set fetch mode method overrides the fetch mode configured in the XML file. Overrides the fetch mode configured in the XML file. Okay, for example, listen. Fetch mode dot join. Okay, already we discussed select. Okay, right now nothing is there in the mapping file here. So anyhow, it will happily perform select operation. Check it out. It will happily perform select operation. How can you say select? 1, 2, 3. Total 3 queries are generated or not? Okay. 3 queries are not generated. They have not given. Subselect is not given. Okay. Now here I mentioned fetch is equal to join. Why means what can I say? They have not designed in the annotation. Okay. Fetch is equal to join. One too many bidirectional test. Yeah, tell me. In XML I said join. In Java code I said select. Which will be taking, sir? Java code one will dominate, guys. Java code one will dominate. Check it out. Select only happening. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Are we getting my point, guys? Are we understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. Sir, what do you mean by default, sir? What do you mean by default? Whatever you write in the mapping file, same thing reflects here. In the mapping file, what is there? Join is there. So that's why join will come. In the mapping file, what is there? Join is there. That's why join will come. Join. Join means single query. Yeah. Everything is coming as a single query. Are you noticing it? Sir, I want to use subselect through Java code. Directly not possible, indirectly possible. How? So default value is default only. So default value is default means in the mapping file you write subselect. In the mapping file you write subselect. And here what I have given, guys? Here what I have given, default is given, right? Bidirectional test. Okay, what's happening? Join is working, subselect is working or not? One query to get all parents, one query only to get all childs and parents, single query only to get all parents and childs. Everyone enjoyed my point there or not there? Everyone understood my point over here, guys? Got the clarity here or not there? Suppose if I don't write this, anyhow XML one will be taken, subselect will be taken. Suppose I have written like this only. criteria dot set fetch mode. Oh, there is no, oh, no, there is no single param method, guys. There is no single param method. So fine, when you write like this, anyhow it will take from XML file, guys. Anyhow it will take from what? XML file. HQL queries use fetch keyword instead. Represent is this one, this one. For HQL queries use fetch keyword instead. So if you are working with that, you have to go for HQL keyword, right? Everyone understood my point there, guys? Okay, let me write some comment here. While working with criteria dot set fetch mode method, while working with criteria dot set fetch mode method, such when we can specify the following fetch modes. We can specify the following fetch modes. Fetch mode dot select. Fetch mode dot select is equal to fetch is equal to select. Leave it. Next. Fetch mode dot join is equal to fetch is equal to join is equal to fetch is equal to join. Fetch mode dot default okay, uses the fetch mode specified in uses the fetch mode specified in fetch attribute of collection tag. What tag here? Collection tag. Like set list, like set list map and etc. Like set list map and etc. Are you getting my point there? Right. Observe. Note. There is no fetch mode dot subselect. There is no fetch mode dot subselect. There is no, but we can bring it that effect. We can bring that effect by taking fetch mode dot default with fetch mode dot default with fetch is equal to subselect in collection tag of Hibernate mapping file. But we can bring that effect. We can bring that effect by taking fetch mode dot default with fetch is equal to subselect in collection tag of Hibernate mapping file. What tag, guys? In collection tag of Hibernate mapping file. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Come on. In simply collection tag of Hibernate mapping file. Are you with me, guys? Are you understanding my statement? Right. Fetch mode dot default with fetch is equal to subselect. Fetch mode dot default with fetch is equal to subselect. Right. This one. In collection tag of Hibernate mapping file, guys. Seriously, collection tag of what? Hibernate mapping file. Is that clear? Yeah. Now I am raising one question. What is the difference between fetch mode or type and lazy loading? Answer my question in the chat box. Everyone answer my question in the chat box. Come on. Yeah. Lazy loading or eager loading is all about how child object should be loaded with respect to parent object. Understanding my point? How child objects will be loaded with respect to parent object. Child object should be loaded lazily or eagerly. Fetch mode or fetch type is no way related to loading child objects lazily or eagerly. It is all about how many queries should be generated to load child objects along with the parent objects. How many SQL queries should be generated? Are you understanding my point? How many SQL queries should be generated towards loading child objects and parent and child objects? One speaks about number of SQL query generation. Other one speaks about, come on. Other one speaks about, tell me. One speaks about, and other one speaks about loading of child objects with respect to parent objects. Yes, guys. Actually, one more question I want to give in between. Okay, now you observe. Answer here is lazy or eager loading speaks about. Lazy or eager loading speaks about. Come on. Lazy or eager loading speaks about how child object should be loaded with respect to parent objects. How child object should be loaded with respect to parent objects. Convinced with me, guys? How child object should be loaded with respect to parent objects. Okay. If lazy loading is enabled, is enabled. Then parent objects will be loaded normally. But the child objects will be loaded lazily on demand. Lazily on demand. If lazy loading is disabled, then tell me. Then parent objects will be loaded. If lazy loading is disabled, then parent objects will be loaded. Come on. Then parent objects will be loaded normally. Okay, 1 minute. If lazy loading is disabled, then both parent and child objects will be loaded normally. So this is about, guys, eager loading story. Eager or lazy loading. Fetch type or mode is nowhere related to. Fetch type or mode is nowhere related to. Come on. Fetch type or mode nowhere related to loading of child or parent objects. Loading of child objects with respect to parent objects. It is all about the number of SQL queries that are generated to load to get parent and child records. It is all about the number of SQL queries that are generated to get parent and child record, to simply get parent and child records. Are you understanding my point there? Okay. It is all about number of SQL queries that are generated to get parent and child record. So I hope you understood both here. Either child objects are loaded or not, that is a secondary. Tomorrow I will give weekend plan. Some people are using a wrong language in the chat box towards asking weekend plan. Please check your language before you write the statements in English. If you don't have proper English, stop putting the questions. Right. It is all about number of SQL queries that are, and moreover, in the middle of the discussion, why you think about weekend classes, Ra? You are listening about topic, you are concentrating on weekend classes. Mr. Arun Kumar, can you respond to my question? Your focus is on fetch types, your focus is on weekend classes. Arun Kumar, can you respond to my point? Forest fellow. It is all about number of SQL queries that are generated to get parent and child records, guys. Fine. I think you got the difference. Very popular interview question. What is the difference between fetch modes and lazy and eager loading? Okay. Right. Yes, you can use both together, not an issue. Fetch and lazy together you can use. But whether that combination works or not, that's up to the combination we take. You said lazy is equal to false and fetch is equal to join. What happened? Both are looking for eager loading, no problem. But one says you load lazily, one says you generate single query, means won't work. Okay, a good discussion has come. Sir, can I use lazy and fetch together? Yes, why not? You can use it. So for example, lazy is equal to extra, I said. Lazy is equal to extra lazy loading. You give me records very lazily, right? Here I said join. Join is the best value, yeah. Is no doubt in that. Join is the best value for the fetch. Extra is the best value for fetch. Okay. Now listen carefully. It says load records lazily. It says get everything eagerly, right? Okay. Now listen. One too many bidirectional test. Still it is working with a single record only. Still it is working with a single query only. Why, sir? I said fetch is equal to join, na? I said fetch is equal to join. Fetch will dominate lazy, no doubt in that. Fetch will dominate. Okay, I'll go to the code. I'll stop processing childs. I'll go to this one. I'll stop processing childs. One too many bidirectional. Still observe. Still observe. All phone numbers have come and their childs also came. Check it out. All phone numbers and their childs have come. In single attempt only, it is selecting both users and phone numbers. Did you notice it, guys? Okay, guys. So, the best value for fetch is what? Join. This is the best value, guys. No doubt in that. This is the best value. Okay, this is the best value. Note. If we specify both fetch and lazy, asking for two different operations, then the fetch attribute value, action will take place. The fetch attribute value action will take place. Okay, two different opposite operations. Okay, if you specify both fetch and lazy attributes, come on, attributes, asking for two different opposite operation, then fetch attribute action will take place. Example, for example, tell me, lazy is equal to, what is this? Lazy is equal to extra, fetch is equal to join. Yeah, still generates single query to get both parent and childs. That means okay, childs are loaded with the parents eagerly, though we specify lazy is equal to true. Though we specify lazy is equal to extra. I hope you are able to feel that. Yes. I hope you are able to feel that, guys. Come on. Right. Fine, boss. So this is one thing, guys. Okay. Next question that rises in our brain is this one, boss. If we specify, if we specify two different fetch modes in collection tag fetch attribute and in criteria dot set fetch mode method, then what will be taking place? Then what will be taking place? Then what will be taking place? Tell me, guys. Yes, okay. The fetch mode specified in the fetch mode specified in criteria dot set fetch mode method will take place. Criteria dot set fetch mode method takes place. Right, guys. Okay. Sir, this is fine. But how to do this work in QBC, guys? How to do this work while working with JPQBC, JPA criteria API. JPA criteria API. So their fetch modes are working or not working. Right now fetch mode is join, right? Right now fetch mode is join. One too many bidirectional test. Go to this code. Go to this code. And yesterday I have shown one thing, guys. XML fetch mode won't reflect on. XML fetch modes won't reflect on. Come on, we discussed this. JPA QBC. Are you understanding my point? XML fetch modes will reflect on JPA QBC. Still one plus n queries are coming. 1 plus n queries are coming. Did you notice that, guys? Still 1 plus 1. So it won't take place. So where you have to mention fetch mode? Root dot fetch. Root dot fetch. Is there any chance of mentioning fetch mode, guys? Yes, we are having inner is there, left is there, right is there. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, here is there any option to specify fetch modes? Is there any option to specify fetch modes? Come on, guys. Is there any option to specify fetch modes? Root dot fetch, what is this? Join type dot inner. Then me, what is the yesterday's conclusion? It is there is no solution to specify fetch modes here, right? Yes, we got single query. We got single query. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay, that is join. Default is inner means join. Next, what is next one? Left. Join type dot left. One too many test. One too many test. Then also, see here only join type is changing, guys. Here join type is changing. In all the places we are getting single query only. In all the places we are getting single query only. That means what? This fetch is doing, this fetch method is doing only what? This fetch method is allowing to work with what? Join type only. There is no question of working with select and subselect, guys. Select and subselect. No, if you don't mention, what happens? If you don't mention fetch type, then what happens? 1 plus n select queries are coming. 1 plus n select queries are coming. One query to get the parent, 1 plus 1 query to get the childs. Okay, select is working. When you mention fetch, join is working. Come on. When you mention fetch, join is working. So as of now, in what? As of now, in what? Okay, let me search other methods. What are the other methods we are have? Fetch is there. Fetch is there. Fetch is there. Join type is there. Yeah, everywhere join type only there. Is there any option? Fetch attribute join type. Yeah. Only option of this one. So final conclusion is, guys, JPQBC supports only KPGBC supports only two fetch modes. F is TCH. Oh, two fetch modes are types. The two indirectly. The two indirectly. Not if, yeah, if tell me, guys, if root dot fetch method is called, if root dot fetch or root dot fetch, two params, root dot fetch method is called, then it behaves like fetch type join. Other, if not called, otherwise means if not called, it behaves like select. It behaves like select. It simply behaves like what? Select, guys. It behaves like fetch type. It behaves like fetch type select. It simply behaves like fetch type select. Are you getting my point there, guys? That means subselect is not possible here. That means fetch type subselect is not possible here. Okay, next. JPQBC, HQL, native SQL, and etc. Does not work with fetch types. Fetch type specified in the fetch attribute of what attribute? Fetch attribute of collection tags. Collection tags. Set list map and etc. Map and etc. Fine, guys. This is about fetch modes. HQL joins we have already discussed here. HQL join. In HQL, if you want to get what? Uh, in HQL, you want to work with what? Joins. Oh, sorry, if in HQL you want to work with fetch modes, only one option is there. You have to work with fetch joins. Note. In HQL, we can use fetch joins. Fetch joins to work with fetch type, or mode join. In HQL, we can use fetch joins to work with fetch type join or mode. Okay, right. With this, what we completed, fetching strategies are completed, guys. Now, what is left? Okay, with this one to many bidirectional association in all permutation and combination also completed. Now I have to introduce many to many association. But before going to many association, let me rename my document because from last 3 days I'm using same document, guys. So today's date is what? This 11/7. Sort by date modified. Okay, this is 19th one. 17, 18. Today is 19th. Yes. 17, 18, and 19th. Super Bowl. Association mapping HQL join 17th, 18th, and 19th. Here is my open with paintbrush. Yes, guys. Yeah, this document will survive last few minutes of interview. That's good. So I'm taking a new document. Here I will go for it. Class content, hibernate, H1 for 19th again. Today I have to upload 2 documents, remind me. Here is what here, many to many association. Sir, one to one you didn't discuss, sir. I will discuss that also, don't worry. Many to many association, again it is on November 19th. Yes, guys. So I have to upload projects. I already uploaded applications, guys. I have not uploaded applications so far. Who is saying like that? Show view, project explorer. Right, what are the projects I have not uploaded? This is uploaded. This is not uploaded. What about this? All are not uploaded. 74, 75, 76. 74, 75, 76. Not uploaded? Sure. Achha, that symbols also not coming. Yes, maybe not uploaded. Select this, finish. Team commit. Team commit. Okay. Team commit. Many to many. 73 is uploaded, guys. Any direction also uploaded. See, this master word is there means already uploaded. Many to one to many bidirectional. Okay, next one, joins are there, fetch types are there. Click on commit, save preview, save push. Say close. Yes. Come to our today's discussion, fresh discussion. We'll see at least introduction to that many to many association. Many to many association. Listen here, it is always bidirectional association. There is no question of developing this one as unidirectional association. Come on here. Can we develop many to many association as unidirectional association? Use your common sense. Many to many. Can we develop it this one as what? Unidirectional association? No. It should be always developed as it should be always developed as it should be always developed as bidirectional association. It should be always developed as bidirectional association. Okay, right. Now here parent class will have parent and child, parent and child. Here both parent and child classes will have, both parent and child classes will have, come on, special collection type properties. Collection type properties. So parent can hold set of child objects and child can hold set of parent objects. Set of what? Parent objects. I hope you understood my point there or not there. Yes. Okay, guys. It is one too many. It is one too many association from parent and also one too many association from child. It is one too many association from parent and also one too many association from child. One too many association from child. Understanding my point? So overall, that means one or more parents can have one or more childs. One or more childs. And vice versa. One or more parents can have one or more childs. Yes. Okay. To build this association, we need 3 DB tables. We need 3 DB tables. Okay. Number one, table to hold parent records. Number two, table to hold child records. Hold child records. Number C, join table. Okay, to build the association. Yes, listen. Programmers and projects, guys. Programmers and projects. Yeah, why, sir? One or more programmer can work for one or more projects. One or more programmers can work for what? One or more projects. So that's why it is many to many association, guys. Yeah, tables I will give. Company and projects, that's also great idea. Okay. So actually, to represent this, you can use one special symbol. Home, guys. Okay. This is the now rhombus symbol is there now. Which side rhombus is there? That is child side. Diamond symbol, rhombus symbol. Which side rhombus is there? That is child boss. You can remember like this blindly. Okay. One more example. Company and projects. Are company and projects one too many na boss? Sorry. Company and projects is one too many. We cannot say like that. Sorry. Company and products is one too many. Because one company will have multiple projects. Right? Next, teachers and faculty, teachers and student, teacher and student, teacher and student, student and courses. Yes, student and course. Actually, we write singular only here. Okay, student and course, student and course, doctor and patient. One or more doctor can give treatment to one or more patients. One or more patients can get treatment from one or more doctors. Doctor and patient, guys. Yes. Programmers. Okay, I will write singular only. Don't worry. Programmer here. Projects here. Departments and employee. No, yeah, that is it. Between employees and department, many to one. Please don't confuse college and students. One too many. Batsman and bowler. Batsman and bowler. Yeah, many too many. One or more batsmen can get the balls from one or more bowlers. One or more bowler can bowl to one or more batsmen. Are you understanding my point there? Mm. Service providers and mobile phones. Array, no, yeah. One company will have multiple service providers. That is one too many only. People are unnecessarily confusing. Hotel and tourist, one too many. Why, sir? One hotel will have multiple tourists. Tourist of one hotel will never go to another hotel, right? Please. Yeah. Shirts and pants matching. Many too many, one too many. Shirts and pants matching. Many too many, one too many. Many too many. Okay. Be confident while thinking. Department employee never comes under many too many. Because one department contains multiple employees, right? Many see, do you think one employee belongs to multiple departments? No, na. So that's why be careful. Don't confuse yourself. Think in all permutation and combination while setting by this one. Vehicle and passenger. One vehicle will contain multiple passengers. Do you think passenger can travel on multiple vehicles at a time? One too many. Train and passengers. Train and passengers. At a time, one too many only. Right. Okay. So tomorrow when we meet, I will give complete idea about books and courses. Books and courses. And what is that? Person and thought. Are thoughts, how can I think entities? They are not physical entities. Na? Okay. Fine. Just keep all these things in mind. How to design tables, backs and sleeves. What slaves here above? Slaves, how can you say? Right, you just work out, please. Both side it should be one too many. Both side one too many. Mobile shop and mobile. I think one mobile belongs to only one mobile shop now, guys. I think it's one too many only. Job mela companies. One in one job mela, multiple companies will be there. Doctor and patient already given, boss. China products and Indian people. No, that is not wrong. TV channels and viewers, right? One or more channels will have one or more viewers. One or more viewers can view one or more channels. Right, guys. Fine. Yeah, please work out. Think both angles. From parent point of view, it should be one too many. From child point of view, it should be one too many. Then only it will work out. Understanding my statement? Fine. Yes. I'm winding up the session. Tomorrow I will give plan about the weekend. Okay. So I'm winding up the session. Thank you. Have a nice time.